Welcome to Reef. What's going on, guys? This is Reef, and I'm going to give you guys a well-needed update on the 200 gallons of Reef tank. So far, all the corals and fish have been doing pretty decent. I've pretty much just had this thing on autopilot. I haven't done much of anything to it other than top off the ATO. And I did have to start dosing calcium and alkalinity, even though I have the calcium reactor. That is a bit of a thing I also wanted to mention, dude. Even though you get a calcium reactor, does not mean you have to stop dosing. Just means you have to dose less. And it did help me as far as with water changes. I don't have to change my water as much as I used to. I used to do it once a week. Now I'm doing it once every 3 weeks, maybe once a month. And I am doing like 30 gallons or something like that. But with that being said, like I said, all of the corals, the fish are all doing great. All of them, they have been growing. A lot of them pretty much starting to grow into each other. I'm having to come in and do a bunch of fragging, and even though I don't have anywhere to put the frags. I don't go into the sailing frags a lot. For the most part, I just if I get them, I take them off. I put them in the peak somewhere in the back. They end up falling, they die, or they live. And sometimes, I have them all around. But anyway, like I said, I don't necessarily sell them, so when they break off, I just break them off and that'll be it. But anyway, like I said, all the SPS corals, they're doing great, showing decent coloring. I did go out of town, I think around April 17th, and I was gone about 4 days, and my alkalinity dropped to about 6.7. So as soon as I got home, I tested the alkalinity. Nothing was really wrong with the tank. I just chose to test the alkalinity. And once I did, I saw it was at 6.7. The next 2 days, the tip of my, as you can see that, let me point, if I can hit my finger there. Woo. The tip of that, I think it's called the pink Cadillac. The tip of the pink Cadillac kind of went completely white. It has been recovering now. It's kind of like a green now, so it did come back. But that was the only thing that I seen in my Poison Envy acro. It hasn't been doing the best, but it was kind of glued to that. I broke it back just to push it back like that. But if you go back, you'll see how big that piece was. I am considering adding a new piece in there anyway. So with that being said, nothing else has been pretty much going on other than the Goldie here, who likes to move all the rock from there because that's the little area in there. But I guess I do plan on getting those 2 flame angels, and the only thing is that the tank has just been doing so great. I don't want to risk getting the flame angel and it starts to pick with the SPS coral. Now, so a while back, I did have an Aptasia problem. So I ended up buying nudibranchs. I bought 2 peppermint shrimp, and I even bought a filefish that didn't make it. But the filefish didn't do anything. I don't see the nudibranchs to this day, but I did recently, a couple days ago, see both of the peppermint shrimp. I literally put them in the tank and they disappeared for maybe a year's time. So I didn't see them for a whole year or so. But I did notice that all of my Aptasia started to disappear. So this is one thing that I did notice. Aptasia was all in my Azure garden for the most part, and as you can see, it's full and thriving. I had it all back there. It's doing great now, and I guess that I can only contribute that to the peppermint shrimp. And the reason why I point this way because they normally sit under here. Okay, don't see them. Is that one? Nope. But that's I saw one under there a while ago, and I saw the other two, like I said, probably not even a month ago. So they pretty much disappeared on me. But they did take care of my aptasia. Another thing that they are taking care of, which I won't say taking care of, they're getting on my nerves about, is my bicolor frog spawn. Now, if you go back, this thing was massive, but I believe they have been picking on. Nothing else is going bad. As you can see, hammer coral, bubble coral, torches. Those torches are massive. But anyway, I do know peppermint shrimp will eat fat. I have seen them do it before. So that's probably what's going on. So being that I'm out of aptasia for them to eat. See if I can zoom in. Is there any back? Nope. So I think that may be what's going on with that. I'm not sure how I'll save it. That's probably one of the original, you know, bicolor frog spawns. So I really need to try to save that. I don't know what I'll do though. Maybe pick it up and move it, but that may not help much. I can frag it, but as you can see, they're only going after the green. They haven't went out the purple yet. I'm not sure about if that helps or that makes any difference. So we'll see how that turns out. But anyway, I did just change the water. I cleaned I changed about 15 gallons. I didn't do the whole 30, but I do have 15 gallons left. So I'll be doing that soon. I also moved my pH in my calcium reactor down to 6.6 just to try to keep up with that demand. Like I said, when I got back, my actual alk was at about a 6.7, 6.9 or something like that. It was in the 6 range, which isn't good. So I moved it down. I started to dose a little bit more calcium and alkalinity. And of course I am using the Kalkwasser +2 in my auto top off, but I don't know what happened over those 4 days. So maybe because no one was in the house. You know how the oxygen levels and all of that can rise up. It all can attribute to more growth in the tank, and as you can see, it is tons of growth has happened. So, but anyway, down to the sump area, everything has been going good here. I tried to do a little clean out in the sump, but I don't do much down here other than clean out majority of the skin mate, and for the most part I don't even empty out my refugium, which I probably should. One day I'm gonna get in there and clean it out. One day. I know I need to do it sooner than later, so don't beat me up on that. But with that being said, I went blue here, but anyway, with that being said, this is True Reef, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Colors back.